It's time for another C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Coverage of high school baseball here on the WMBS Facebook page and the Triple I High School Sports Network, being brought to you by the C. Harper Auto Group. Movement Physiotherapy, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law. Russ Playhill, your local All-State Insurance Agent. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. Potter's Bar and Grill, Uniontown Detailing. Ford of Uniontown, the WVU Medicine, Uniontown Hospital. Peachin's Pharmacy, M&R Transit, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes, NovaCare Rehabilitation, Ted Silva and Son Body and Fender Repair, John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner, South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, Melinda Delarose for Judge, Mama Ruca's Pizza Shop, the Centers for Rehab Services and Physical Therapist Jim Burns, State Farm Agent Lauren Yeoman, the Ratcliffe Law Firm, Shop and Save, Uniontown Detailing, Jimmy Johns and attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP. From Ken Griffey Senior Field here at Ringgold High School, the Ringgold Rams hosting the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with you, Matt Sapienza behind the camera, Frank Kula helping us out with our score hub today. We appreciate everybody joining us. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs 4-7 overall, 4-3 in Section 2 4A play. The Ringgold Rams 5-8 overall. They're 3-4 in conference play. As always, our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and Insurance Agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. And certainly a logjam right now in the Section 2 4A standings. Greater Latrobe at the top of the table right now. The Wildcats 6-1 in conference play, 8-5 overall after they downed Uniontown 5-2 last night at Bailey Park. Red Raiders a game back at 5-2 in the conference. The Mustangs sitting in third place at 4-3. Laurel Highlands lost an opportunity to pull even with Uniontown yesterday. Devin Kurvoski took a no-hitter and a 3-0 lead into the seventh inning, but Ringgold rallied for 5 runs as they shocked the Mustangs 5-3 at Laurel Highlands High School. The Mustangs looking for revenge this afternoon here at Ringgold. And we'll set the Laurel Highlands batting lineup. The Mustangs to bat here in the top half of the first inning. Tyler Sankovic to lead things off. He's playing shortstop. C.J. Gesk batting second. And C.J. playing in center field for Laurel Highlands today. Batting third is Frank Kula. He's the Mustangs' second baseman. Braden O'Brien, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Shane Layton, the DH, batting fifth. Noah Lyon playing third base. He's batting sixth for the Mustangs. Batting seventh in left field is Tristan McCoy. Patrick Kavanaugh in right field batting eighth. And Sevi Vecchiola, the catcher, batting ninth. Defensively for Ringgold, Ashton Ray in left. Zane Mahoney in center. Andrew Mackey in right. Brad Banaszak playing third. Alex Colano playing short. Lorenzo Glasser playing second. Remington Lessman playing first. Gianni Cantini pitching and Hunter Mamie catching. We're already set to go here at Ken Griffey Senior Field. The Mustangs and the Ringgold Rams as Tyler Sankovic will lead things off. The senior shortstop, 6'1", 175 pounds, stepping into the batter's box facing Gianni Cantini. And Cantini will wind and fire the first pitch. It's high for ball one. Sankovic coming in with a 286 average and 8 RBIs so far this season. We'll pass along Cantini's numbers as well as he looks for some better footing here on the mound. So Cantini set to go. 1-0 here to Sank. Fastball a little high and inside takes us to 2-0 for Cantini. His 6th appearance of the season, enters the game with a 2-1 record, 3.26 ERA. Has worked 19 and a third innings. Also has a save on the season as he gets ready for the 2-0 here to Sankovic. It's on the way, and that one called a strike. Takes the count to 2-1. Cantini's given up 13 hits and 13 runs, but only 9 of them earned. Struck out 28 and walked 7, so a 4-1 strikeout to walks ratio. An ERA of 3.26. 2-1 pitch on the way. Good breaking ball as Sankovic goes around. Swing and a miss. Evens up the count now at 2-2. 2-2, excuse me. Mustangs 4-7 overall, but 4-3 in conference play. Ringgold 5-8 overall, 3-4 in the conference. As Sank takes one there and takes the count full now to 3-2. Mustangs looking to get things going early on. They've had some big innings early on in games, and that one getting away from the pitcher Cantini, and a leadoff walk for Tyler Sankovic. here in the top half of the first inning, so a good start for the Mustangs. And that'll bring up C.J. Gesk. Gesk, a 6', 175 senior, 229 average with 3 RBIs, playing center field here today. Now C.J. set to go. Sankovic, good speed, but about a step and a half lead off that first base bag. So now Cantini works from the stretch, showing bunt as Gesk pulls back. Pitch misses there for ball 1. Our second straight week doing a game here at Ken Griffey Senior Field. We're here for the Uniontown Ringgold game last Tuesday. Check of the runner, head first slide back safely there from Sankovic. Certainly a threat to steal on the Laurel Highlands side. Bright sunshine, game time temperature around 57 degrees this afternoon. Gesk again showing bunt, pulls back. Pitch misses high, takes the count to 2-0. CJ looking down the third base line for a sign there from head coach Brad Yeoman. Again shows bunt, Cantini's pitch. Gesk pulls back, pitch in there for a strike. Now 2-1, nobody out, top of the first inning just underway. Here from Ken Griffey Senior Field, another check of Sankovic, head first slide back into first safely again. See if Sank decides to run. Gesk again shows bunt, lays it down the first base line and just goes foul. A good attempt, just couldn't keep it in play, and with the all grass infield, certainly an opportunity to lay down a bunt and get one to check up here at Ringgold High School. Now you'd have to think Gesk is going to be swinging away here. The count now at 2-2. He steps in, crowding the plate a little bit. Now Cantini set, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 3. So on the first out of this top half of the first inning for Cantini, it's now his 29th strikeout of the season, and then I'll bring up Frank Kuhl, who's been really hot as of late for the Mustangs. He was last week's Trib Live High School Sports Network Player of the Week. Enters the game with a .412 average, 2 homers and 15 RBIs. Again, headed to Rhode Island next year to continue his baseball career. 5'11", 175 senior. Batting from the left side, first pitch breaking ball. Frank takes it for a strike. A bit of a late call there from the home plate umpire. Counted 0-1. Frank now back in the batter's box and set to go. Cantini's 0-1 to Kula. Fastball catches the outside corner for a strike. Just like that, 0-2. I think the Mustang fans liked either one of those two calls. Now Sankovic taking a little bit more of a healthy lead off of first. Throwback, and actually faking the throwback there was Cantini. Never released the baseball. Sank back off the bag. Kula now taking his time getting back in the batter's box. Cantini again from the stretch. Pitch in there for strike 3. Throw down to second. Actually hopped away from Alex Colano, who was the shortstop covering the bag. Was backed up by Lorenzo Glasser, the second baseman, but the strikeout recorded on Kula. Safe at second is Sankovic. Now 2 outs here in the inning, with Braden O'Brien coming to the plate. O'Brien, a 6'3", 200-pound senior, batting .290 with 6 RBIs, playing first base here today for the Mustangs. So Braden set to go. Sank now in scoring position. And 2 outs here in the top of the first. First pitch a little low there from Cantini. Makes the count to 1-0. See if O'Brien can put the bat on the ball. Get something into the outfield here to maybe score Sankovic. Now time called. And we were joking last night during the Uniontown Greater Latrobe game. After watching some of the major league games this year, watching some of the high school games, you kind of wish there was a pitch clock here in the high school games. I think the high school games taking longer than the major league games at times this season. Another pitch low and outside there to O'Brien, takes the count to 2-0. They had a couple of scoreboard issues. They're working on them now. They do have the count up okay. They still have the outs up on the scoreboard as of yet. Count now 2-0 to Braden O'Brien as Cantini again works from the stretch. 2-0 pitch, breaking ball misses high. Takes us now to 3-0. Now catcher Hunter Mamie coming out, trying to settle down Gianni Cantini. Again, Cantini's been a great control pitcher throughout the course of the season. We mentioned now 29 strikeouts. Check that, 30 strikeouts to 7 walks, with already 2 Mustangs sent down via the K's here in the top of the first inning. But a 3-0 count now on Braden O'Brien with first base open and Shane Layton due up in the on-deck circle. 3-0 now on the way. Fastball right down the pipe for a strike. Takes us to 3-1. O'Brien set to go again. Cantini a long look into Hunter Mamie. Repositions from the stretch. Little glance back at second. 3-1 pitch. Breaking ball with a nice little break on it. O'Brien thought for a moment it might hit him, and it broke back in for a strike to take the count full now to 3-2. Now the payoff pitch here. Cantini to O'Brien in a scoreless game in the top of the first. Rams and the Mustangs 3-2 on the way. And that one did hit O'Brien right on the elbow. Might have been a stinger there, but it'll give him first base. Hopefully Braden's okay. He'll give the bat and one of his arm protectors to a teammate there and walk down the first base line. Now he has first. You still have Sank at second. 2 outs here in the inning with Shane Layton coming to the plate. Mustang designated hitter, 6'2", 180 junior. Coming in with a 200 average and 4 RBIs. Layton looks down the third base line for a little instruction here. First pitch to Shane, swing and a miss, strike 1. Shane, an aggressive cut there at the plate. And you really have to be in this situation. 2 on, 2 outs. Layton, the 5th Mustang to bat here in the top of the first inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. Another big cut from Layton comes up empty. Takes the count to 0-2. Cantini looking for his 3rd strikeout of the inning. 0-2 pitch here to Layton. Another fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the Mustangs strand 2 here in the top of the first. Unable to produce any runs. We played a half an inning, scoreless. Ringgold and Laurel Highlands here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day. Of course, our pregame show is brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. If you're having a bad hair day or bad day at the office, bad day behind the wheel, stuff happens even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. You can get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance that stays put. Even if you change your car, driver, or your address, you can call the Sprouse Insurance Group at 724-437-9812 or go to SprouseInsurance.com. Our game coverage also brought to you by the C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. The C. Harper Auto Group. And also since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people, not insurance companies. Their lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. For additional information on how Davis & Davis can help you, you can give them a call at 724-437-2799 for Davis & Davis. So the Ringgold Rams coming to bat here in the bottom half of the first inning. Let's take a look at their lineup. Leading off, the second baseman, Lorenzo Glasser, batting second and pitching, Gianni Cantini. Batting third and catching, Hunter Mamie. The DH, batting fourth, Mason Suss. Alex Colano playing shortstop, batting fifth. Andrew Mackey in right field, batting sixth. Brad Banaszak, the third baseman, batting seventh. Remington Lessman playing first base, batting eighth. And Ashton Ray in left field, batting ninth. Defensively for Laurel Highlands, they'll have Tristan McCoy in left field. C.J. Gesk in center and Patrick Cavanaugh in right. Around the horn, it's freshman Noah Lyon playing third. Tyler Sankovic playing short. Frank Hula playing second. And Braden O'Brien playing first. Savvy Vecchiola catching, and Paxton Petronas, who's been steady on the mound for the Mustangs so far this season. The lefty taking the hill And he'll face Lorenzo Glasser to get this bottom of the first inning underway. Again, scoreless between the Mustangs and the Rams. The first pitch here from Petronas. Glasser, first pitch swinging, and it eats up Noah Lyon, the third baseman, and hops into left field. Really just took a tough hop there in front of Noah. We'll give Glasser a single. And the Rams in business. Glasser came in with a .238 average, but reaching first there. There wasn't too much Lyon could do about that one. Now Gianni Cantini at the plate. Cantini, a 6', 190 senior. Batting .205, is yet to produce an RBI on the year. Shows bunt. That one hops away from the catcher. Sevi Vecchiola allows Glasser to get down to second. Just like that, the Rams trying to continue the momentum from yesterday. Again, this Ringgold team produced 5 runs in the top of the 7th inning for a come-from-behind 5-3 win over Laurel Highlands. And certainly off to a nice start here in the bottom of the first. Looking to sweep this Monday-Tuesday series from Laurel Highlands. Petronas glance back at second. Again, Cantini shows bunt, lays it down the third base line, just goes foul. Cantini now hustles back to the plate. On the season, Petronas, this is his 5th appearance on the mound, 1-0 record. 2.80 ERA, has worked 15 innings, given up 13 hits, 6 runs. All of them earned, struck out 14, walked 6 so far this season. Lefty again from the stretch. 1-1 here to Cantini, again shows bunt and sends it foul again down the third base line. Takes it to 1-2 now, and Cantini likely be swinging away. Joe Montana Stadium in the distance. 390 to straightaway center field, 360 to the alleys, and 330 down the lines here at Ken Griffey Senior Field. Very nice old school complex up here at Ringgold High School. 1-2 now from Petronas to Cantini. Runner going, pitch on the way, breaking ball, swinging him. No, foul tip there from Cantini. So we'll do 1-2 again. As Glasser runs back to second. Now Cantini back in the box. 1-2 again, Petronas to Cantini. Now stepping off and making no throw there is Paxton. Another glance back at second. Petronas delivers, breaking ball, and this one shot to Lyon at third. That's a fair ball. It was touched in fair territory by Noah Lyon. Mustangs have no play on it. Everybody's safe. Down to third is Glasser. Cantini safe at first. Would have been close to see if that one would have went foul down the third base line. But nonetheless, Lyon couldn't come up with it. And now Hunter Mamie at the plate with runners on the corners and nobody out. Game scoreless, but Ringgold threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. Mamie, a 5'11", 200-pound senior catcher. Came into the game with a 171 average and 5 RBIs. Now calls time. They mentioned coming in, it's been Laurel Highlands that's been jumping on opponents, at least through the conference season. But the Rams, a good start here. The Mustangs stranded 2 in the top of the first. Ringgold 2 on already with nobody out. And Petronas, now they're looking for the rundown here. Throw back to second, close play. And they're going to call the runner safe at second, and heading home and scoring on the play is Glasser. There's a delayed call there at second base by the base umpire. And I think they're going to say the ball actually got knocked out of Frank Kula's hand, who was covering the bag, allowing Cantini to be safe. Glasser scores on the play. And it's a 1-0 Ringgold lead here in the bottom of the first. Now Brad Yeoman talking to the base umpire. I assume that's the explanation that Brad got, was the ball was knocked out of Frank's hand because it certainly appeared that Frank was there before Cantini got to the bag. And now Mamie at the plate. Petronas glanced back at second. Delivers the first pitch to Mamie that's fouled off. That one headed towards the school on the first baseline. Makes the count to 0-1. Gary Frankhauser checking in on our live stream. Wishes he could be here today. Now Petronas, another glance back at second. 0-1 here. No pitch. Now you have Cantini playing some mind games there with Petronas. The Ringgold dugout certainly into this one, and now they're getting a warning here from the home plate umpire. Mustangs trying to snap out of things here a little bit. Still seem like they're a little shell-shocked after the way that game ended yesterday. Swing and a miss there for Mamie. He's behind 0-2. But the Rams already a run across here in the bottom of the first. Oh, 0-2 now. Petronas to Mamie. Paxton set. Glance back at second. Another step off there from Paxton. Now Paxton ready for another look in here to Mamie. Again from the stretch. Now steps off the mound, throws back to second. Head for a slide back safely there from Cantini. And you just get the feeling, looking at this game early on, that the Rams have kind of gotten into the Mustangs' head a little bit. It's by the posture of some of the Mustangs now. I think you can just tell Ringgold playing with a lot of confidence and momentum here early on. That one was fouled off by Mamie. You talk about how important this game is. You look at Laurel Highlands at 4-3 in the conference, but if the Rams get a win here today, not only do they pull even with Laurel Highlands in the section standings, but they'd have a head-to-head tiebreaker over the Mustangs, sweeping the season series. Now, Laurel Highlands has that same tiebreaker over Bell Vernon, who sits a game back of the Mustangs. Of course, Laurel Highlands has a series with Uniontown next week. Red Raiders in second place in the conference. So Laurel Highlands, no luck at this point to be in the WPIAL playoffs. We kind of said all along, if you can get to that 5-win mark, playing 10 conference games, if you get to 5-5, you're probably a safe bet to be in the playoffs. The Mustangs just one win away, trying to get it here this afternoon as Mamie goes opposite field right. Patrick Kavanaugh over to the line, able to make the catch. Now an opportunity to double up the runner, and they do. You had Cantini, for some reason, ran down to third on the fly ball. He was running on the pitch and did not get back to the bag. They didn't send him back quick enough. So goes the double play. Catch there and right from Kavanaugh, and they double off Cantini at second. So two much needed outs for the Mustangs. He'll empty out the bases. Now Mason Suss at the plate. Batting fourth here in the inning. First pitch swinging, sends it foul down the third base line. Suss coming in, .219 average, has homered once and driven in 4 runs on the season. Designated hitter here today, batting in place of center fielder Zane Mahoney. Count 0-1 after that last foul ball. Petronas winds and fires. Pitch a little low and inside. Evens up the count now at 1-1. Petronas, a lefty for Laurel Highlands. Mustangs the away blues today. Red numbers, gray pants, a little white trim. Ringgold to the home whites, blue numbers, a little bit of gold trim. Swing and a miss there from Mason Suss. 2 strikes now on Mason. Mason now back in the batter's box. Petronas trying to finish him off and minimize the damage here in the bottom of the first inning. Fastball just off the plate. Count 1-2, Frank?
2.
Frank, tell me 2-2. 2-2 now. Petronas to Mason Suss. Paxton winds and fires, and Suss ground ball to third. It was touched in fair territory again by Noah Lyon. That's a fair ball. Give Noah an error there, and he's had a tough bottom of the first inning. Actually, 3 balls hitting his direction. Glasser's ground ball ate him up. Cantini's was touched in fair territory, and Lyon couldn't make a play on it. And now Suss a ground ball that gets by Lyon. And Noah only a freshman. The Rams taking advantage here in the bottom of the first. And now at the plate, a swing and a miss there from Alex Colano. The sophomore shortstop, 6 foot, 175 pounds. Batting .233 with 3 RBIs. Petronas now, the 0-1 to Colano, and Colano well-hit ball here to center field. Guest got his horse. That goes into the gap between C.J. Guest, who was actually shaded off to the left side, and Patrick Cavanaugh. Relay comes in. Down to third is Suss, and Colano with a 2-out single. And now you'll have Andrew Mackey, the 6th Ram, to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Mackey batting from the left side. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Mackey 5'6", 145-pound senior. .250 average with 3 RBIs. First pitch. Catches the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. The Mustangs have found early on here today. Not going to be a walk in the park, already down a run. Ringgold runners on the corners. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, looking for more. Mackey back in the batter's box. Petronas again set from the stretch. Petronas now throw over to first. And back safely again. What we call balk. A balk called there on Petronas. And that will allow Suss to score from third. Colano advances to second. And it's a 2-0 lead for Ringgold. Here in the bottom of the first inning. Don't see that call too often in the high school game. Now the 0-1 pitch and another ball called. Wow, back to back. Called on Petronas. Wow. And Petronas almost asking, hey, what do I have to do? Now the infield coming in here for the Mustangs. Head coach Brad Yeoman's going to come out here. Probably a good move. They want to balk in another run. It has to be just on the movement of Petronas not stepping forward on the throw. And whole infield in here for Laurel Highlands. And 2 runs already across here for the Rams. And the Mustangs might get the bullpen going here early on as well. Caleb Janoski. He's going to be coming over here to loosen up. Petronas talking to head coach Brad Yeoman. And the Rams dugout fired up. They're up 2-0. Now Andrew Mackey still at the plate. And now Suss down at third. After back-to-back balks called here in the bottom of the first inning. And Petronas a long look in this time. From the stretch, pitch on the way inside to Andrew Mackey. So Janoski continues to warm up. Mustangs just trying to get out of the inning. Down 2 already. Next pitch on the way. Ground ball going to Sank here at short. Tough play. Throw over to first in time to get Mackey. 6-3 and get out of the inning. But the Rams get 2 here in the bottom of the first. Lead Laurel Highlands 2-0 here in the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, has been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. M&R Transit, a proud sponsor of Laurel Highlands High School baseball. They wish all of our local teams the best of luck. For additional information on M&R Transit, you can phone 724-439-3164. One of our video sponsors today is Jimmy John's, along with Ford of Uniontown. Jimmy John's on Walnut Hill Plaza, Uniontown, a proud supporter of local high school sports. You can stop by Jimmy John's to fuel up before or after the game. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back sprains, strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or scheduled by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. Give them a call at 724-437-7500 for UPMC's Centers for Rehab Services. So Laurel Highlands came up empty in the top half of the first inning. Ringgold plated 2 runs in the bottom half of the inning. The Mustangs will have Noah Lyon, Tristan McCoy, and Patrick Kavanaugh due up here in the top of the second. Lyon to lead things off, 6 foot, 180-pound freshman, batting .312 so far this season. Gianni Cantini on the mound for Ringgold. First pitch a little high there to Noah Lyon. Count at 1-0. Now Cantini winds and fires the 1-0 to Lyon, which is down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Noah Lyon rounding first on his way to second. Relay coming in, and Lyon slides into second safely. Ball gets down behind first base, and Noah's just going to stay right at second. Probably a good move, but a leadoff double for Noah Lyon to start this top half of the second inning. Just what the Mustangs needed, trailing 2-0. Now you have Tristan McCoy coming to the plate. McCoy, a 5'11", 185 junior left fielder, batting .167 with 4 runs driven in so far this season. Lyon about a step and a half lead off second. Mustangs trying to bounce back here in the top of the second inning. And Lyon takes the first pitch high and inside for ball 1 from Gianni Cantini. And the Mustangs in that top of the first had Tyler Sankovic walk, and then Cantini with back-to-back strikeouts sending down Gaskin Cool. Braden O'Brien hit by a pitch, and then Shane Layton struck out to end the inning. So all 3 outs recorded via the strikeout. And that pitch from Cantini, and therefore a strike to McCoy. It was close. Evens up the count at 1-1. So McCoy set to go again. Now showing bunt, pulls back, pitch misses high and inside. Takes the count out at 2-1 to Tristan McCoy. Patrick Kavanaugh due up next. Mustang bullpen now quiet after Petronas got out of that bottom of the first. Again, McCoy shows bunt and sends it foul. Evens up the count at 2-2. And the final conference series of the season will be next week for the Mustangs. Laurel Highlands and Uniontown, game scheduled for Monday at Bailey Park. Be a 7 o'clock start. Tuesday at Laurel Highlands at 4 o'clock. We'll have both games for you here on WMBS. Now time call. And it counts 2-2 from Cantini to McCoy. I'll send hellos out to our colleague Tony Hanola, watching from down in South Carolina tonight as McCoy strikes out. So all 4 Ringgold outs they've recorded have been via the strikeout. And 1 away here in the top of the second, with Patrick Kavanaugh coming to the plate. Kavanaugh, 6'3", 175 senior right fielder. batting 174 with 4 RBIs. First pitch to Kavanaugh, low and inside, bounces off the plate. Opportunity for Lyon to get down to third. The throw actually came from Cantini, but it hopped away from the third baseman, Brad Banaszak. So safe at third is Lyon. As the Mustangs 90 feet away from getting back to within 1. Just a 1-0 count here to Kavanaugh. Cantini again from the stretch, pitch on the way. Catches the inside corner for a strike. Evens up the count at 1-1. Kavanaugh ready again. Cantini again from the stretch. That one high and inside to Patrick. Almost clipped him. They're actually going to say that ball hit his bat. It's recorded as a foul ball. It hit his bat, not him. The count now 1-2. Cantini looking for his 5th strikeout now already. 1-2 on the way. Time was called before the pitch, and a balk was called there on Cantini. So you've had 2 runs now scored in this game via balks. Wow. It's 2-1. I count how 1-2 bases empty now to Patrick Kavanaugh. I don't know if we've seen a balk called in a game all year. We've seen 3 called here in the first inning and a half as Kavanaugh strikes out swinging. And 2 have produced runs. Now Sevi Vecchiola coming to the plate. One of 2 Mustang freshmen in the lineup today. Batting .308, has driven in 2 runs, 6 foot, 180 pounds. Catching for the Mustangs today, and now calls time. Can't ask for a better day weather-wise. Very comfortable outside, temperatures in the 50s. As Vecchiola takes the first pitch for ball 1. Certainly chilly last night at Bailey Park for a 3-hour game between Uniontown and Greater Latrobe. Those 2 teams playing under the lights again tonight in Westmoreland County, Latrobe High School. The other conference series this week has Bell Vernon taking on Albert Gallatin. Leps a big win yesterday, 11-1. Called strike. They play at Albert Gallatin this afternoon. Game started at 4:15. Been a tough season for the Colonials this year. Big time cut there from Vecchiola, swing and a miss. Evens up the count now at 2-2, and Noah Lyon now taking some reps, warming up in the bullpen now for the Mustangs. You have a couple of options there, Yanoski and Lyon, if you choose to go that direction. And Petronas gave up 2 runs in that bottom of the first 2-2 pitch here high. Count now full of 3-2. Noah Lyon getting loose. And if he's needed, 3-2 pitch. Vecchiola went around. That'll end the inning. So 3 straight strikeouts to end the inning, but the Mustangs get a run via the Noah Lyon double. The balk called on Cantini. And get a run back here in the top of the second. So go to the bottom of the second. It's 2-1 Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on our lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us even switch partners while square dancing. That might be a stretch, but what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save from State Farm. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman right here in Uniontown can switch you over so you can start saving today. Lauren and her team are ready to welcome you to the State Farm family. It's easy. Just switch and save. Give her a call today when you want the real deal like a good neighbor. State Farm, and Lauren Yeoman is there. Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, is your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mamaruka's is family owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizzas, salad, subs, and wings. Mamaruka's open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10. For indoor and outdoor dining and takeout, you can phone 724-438-9066 or visit mamaruka'spizza.com for their menu. When you're looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices, Shop and Save in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Take advantage and sign up for their Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save, located at 150 Walnut Hill Road. They're open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Come on down and get your shopping on at Shop and Save in Uniontown. To the bottom of the second inning, Brad Banaszak, Remington Lessman, and Ashton Ray due up here for the Ringgold Rams. Paxton Petronas still on the mound for Laurel Highlands. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Brad Banaszak. Banaszak, a 6'1", 185 senior third baseman, batting .231 with 2 RBIs so far this season. Petronas is 0-1 here to Banaszak. Swing and a miss, and just like that, 2 strikes on Brad Banaszak. Mustangs seem like they've settled down a little bit. Of course, getting that run in the top half of the inning will help things out as well. Only trailing by 1. Now the 0-2 from Petronas to Banaszak. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Paxton Petronas gets his first strikeout of the afternoon. 15th strikeout of the season, and quickly 1 away here in the bottom half of the second inning with Remington Lessman coming to the plate. Lessman, a big guy, 6'3", 230-pound senior. 138 average, has driven in 3 runs so far this season. Bats from the left side against the lefty Petronas. First pitch here to Lessman. Swing and a miss, strike 1. When it's chasing there, that pitch was actually low and in the dirt. So Lessman back in the batter's box. Petronas seems more comfortable in the wind and fire position than working from the stretch, but missed there. Low and inside, evens up the count at 1-1. Some pitchers just operate better that way. A little light wind here, blowing from left to right. Not impacting the game much. Now the 1-1, Petronas to Lessman. Breaking ball on the way, foul tip there by Remington. Takes the count to 1-2. And the base is empty, 1 away, bottom of the second inning. Rams got 2 in the bottom of the first. Mustangs came back with a run in the top of the second. Now time call there from Lessman. And Lessman back in the batter's box. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, a little one-hopper. Block there from Vecchiola. Takes the count now to 2-2. Couple of puffy clouds up in the sky, but mostly sunny skies for the most part. Start to see some long shadows here soon. 2-2 now on the way to Lessman. Mustangs wanted a called strike 3, didn't get it there. Rolled just below the knees from our home plate umpire. On the count 3-2. And the pitch on the way and misses for ball 4 from Petronas. So a 1-out walk issued to Lessman. And the Rams have a base runner here in the bottom of the second inning. And I'll bring up Ashton Ray from the number 9 spot. 6'3", 185 senior left fielder. Batting .167 with a run driven in so far this season. Now Petronas from the stretch. Clean look over at first since he's a lefty. First pitch on the way. Ray a swing and a miss, strike 1. Top of the order, and Lorenzo Glasser due up next. 0-1 now to Ray. Breaking ball. Just missed a little high above the numbers. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now Petronas is 1-1 here to Ray. Delivers the pitch, swing and a miss from Ashton. Takes the count now to 1-2. And a big series for both teams. Mustangs trying to lock down a playoff spot. Ringgold looking to stay in the running. Throw over to first. Back safely there is Lessman. You mentioned at the top of our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, you have Greater Latrobe at 6-1 in conference play. Uniontown at 5-2. Laurel Highlands at 4-3. And Bell Vernon and Ringgold tied for the final playoff spot in the conference. Both teams sitting at 3-4. 1-2 pitch on the way. Called strike 3. And down goes Ashton Ray. So the second strikeout of the game. Second strikeout this inning for Paxton Petronas. Now 2 away with the top of the order, and Lorenzo Glasser coming to the plate. Glasser singled and scored a run back in the first inning. So Glasser ready. Now he'll call time. Mention the Mustangs next week. We'll have Uniontown for their final series of the season. Ringgold will have Albert Gallatin. Remember, the Colonials have not won a conference game this season as Glasser swings and misses there. So the Rams could really put themselves in a good spot here. You get a win, and you get to 4-4 in the conference. You'll have the head-to-head over Laurel Highlands if that happens. And then you have 2 games next week over an Albert Gallatin team that everyone has really had their way with so far this season as Petronas finds the strike zone again to take the count to 0-2 to Lorenzo Glasser. So the Rams could put themselves in the driver's seat for a playoff spot, again with a win over Laurel Highlands here today. Bell Vernon will take on Greater Latrobe next week. Might be a tougher test for the Leopards as Glasser strikes out to end the innings. You have 3 strikeouts here in the bottom of the second for Paxton Petronas. The Rams strand Remington Lessman, and it's a 2-1 Ringgold lead over Laurel Highlands after 2 here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. Our game coverage brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm, located at 648 Morgantown Road in Uniontown. Proud supporters of local high school sports, the Radcliffe Law Firm. When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Expanded to serve you better, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision coverage, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. You can give them a call at 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Proud to support Laurel Highlands Mustang Baseball. Good times, good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Get out of the house and make your next night out at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. You can phone 724-438-9835 or visit Potter's on Facebook, and we'll see you at Potter's. So to the top of the third we go. The Mustangs with the top of the order due up. Tyler Sankovic, C.J. Gesk, and Frank Kula, as Laurel Highlands trails Ringgold by a score of 2-1. Sank first time up, walked in that top of the first inning. I'll try to get things started here for Laurel Highlands. In the top of the third, batting from the left side against the righty Gianni Cantini. Now Cantini ready. Will wind and fire the first pitch here to Sank, which is low and outside for ball 1. Sank, a 6'1", 175 senior. Starting shortstop today. Came into the game with a .286 average and 8 runs batted in so far this season. Now the 1-0 here to Sank. Outside for ball 2. 2-0 now, Cantini to Sankovic. Sank back in the batter's box, 2-0 pitch. This is high again, 3-0. Sankovic trying to draw his second walk in 3 innings here today. Now the 3-0 pitch, Cantini to Sankovic. Called strike, takes us to 3-1. Now the 3-1 on the way. Sankovic sending it foul, line drive. Way wide of third, into the woods. Count now full at 3-2. Now the payoff pitch on the way, and Sankovic grounder here to second. Glasser charging, tough throw over to first, not in time. Infield single, good hustle there from Tyler Sankovic, and the Mustangs in business with a runner on base down 2-1 here in the top of the third. And C.J. Guest coming to the plate. Guest, 6 foot, 175 senior, batting .229 with 3 RBIs. Starter in center field here today, struck out swinging first time up. See if they try a little small ball. C.J. squaring around a bunt, now calls time. I'm going to reposition the man in the on-deck circle there, Frank Kula. Guest squaring around again, pulls back, pitch misses low, gets behind Hunter Mamie, and that allows Tyler Sankovic to get down to second. In a scoring position, representing the game-tying run. So Guest back in the batter's box, 1-0 count. Sanko had a 2.5-step lead off a second. And Guest sends a bunt attempt that goes off the fence on the left side. Evens up the count now at 1-1. For a bunt here on the right side, and certainly allow Sank to get down to third. CJ can keep it on the ground. And shows bunt, pulls back, high chopper in the infield. Pulled down there by Cantini. But a nice little look back of Sankovic to keep him on the second base bag. Just goes 1-3. And Sankovic remains on second. And now Frank Kula coming to the plate. And Frank's in big games as of late. Came into the game with a .412 average. 2 home runs already on the season. He'll swing at the first pitch here and foul it off. Count 0-1. 15 runs driven in this season for the Rhode Island recruits. An opportunity for number 16 with Sankovic on second base. Cantini from the stretch, 0-1 to Kula. Just off the plate, evens up the count at 1-1. For the first time today, the sun partially behind the clouds here at Ken Griffey Senior Field. Now Kula set, throw back to second, sliding in safely there is Sankovic. And Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Frank Kula helping us out with the Score Hub this afternoon. High school baseball on the WMBS Facebook page and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. 1-1 pitch. Kula sends it foul down the first baseline. Takes the count to 1-2. And we're back next week with high school baseball on Monday and Tuesday. At least that's the schedule for right now. Talking to Mustang head coach Brad Yeoman before the game. Some rain in the forecast over the weekend, so we hope those games can go off as scheduled, and the precipitation that's supposed to be around the area does not occur. Or at least not occur enough to cancel out the games. 1-2 pitch on the way, just off the plate. Evens up the count now at 2-2. Michael Hicks checking in on our live stream. Hello, Michael. Thanks for watching. Count now 2-2. Get 1 out here in the inning. Mustangs trail at 2-1, top of the third. Now time called. Wally Cameron, the manager of the Ringgold Rams. Brad Yeoman, Laurel Highlands Mustangs, second-year head coach. 2-2 on the way, swing and a miss, strike three, and Frank Kula goes down for the second time in this game. Now 2 outs here in the top of the third. That's already the 7th strikeout for Cantini. Now Braden O'Brien at the plate. O'Brien was hit by a pitch last time up and now calls time. 6'3", 200-pound senior first baseman. Came into the game with a .290 average and 6 runs driven in. Cantini's first pitch to O'Brien, low and outside. Good block there from Hunter Mamie. Not allowing Sankovic to get down to third. Mustangs started off the inning with Sankovic's infield single. He got down to second. And the Mustangs have not been able to advance him any farther. Pitch to O'Brien, low and outside. Count now 2-0. Shane Layton due up next. Mustangs hope he sees the plate here in the top of the third. 2-0 on the way. That one popped foul and towards the school on the right side. Makes the count to 2-1. And Cantini taking his time here on the mound. 2-1 to O'Brien. A little low. Good block again from Hunter Mamie. Count out 3-1. First base open. Now the 3-1 pitch, Cantini to O'Brien as Cantini operates from the stretch. Pitch on the way, and it's low and outside for ball 4. So that'll give the Mustangs 2 runners on. 2 outs. Layton coming to the plate as the Mustangs trail it 2-1. Layton, the Laurel Highlands designated hitter today, 6'2", 180-pound junior, struck out to end the first inning. Came into the game with a .200 average and 4 RBIs. We might have a pinch hitter here for the Mustangs. Looks like Caleb Janoski is going to bat. So Caleb Janoski batting here for Layton. Give you some numbers on Janoski so far this season. .292 average with 6 runs driven in. So we'll see if how this substitution will play out later in the game. Layton's the DH today. So you'd have a little time there to work that position around. Of course, Janoski could pitch for the Mustangs. He swings and misses there. So obviously if you would sub Layton back in, then Janoski would not be able to come back into the game. 0-1, a little high and outside. Takes the count to 1-1. I've seen Janoski take some warm-up tosses along with Noah Lyon today, if they're needed in relief of Paxton Petronas. Now Cantini's 1-1 here to Janoski. Breaking ball misses, takes the count to 2-1. A glance back at second, 2-1 pitch on the way. Big cut there from Janoski. Came up empty. Takes the count now to 2-2. Now Brad Yeoman calls time. Has a little talk here with Caleb. Strategy pretty simple here. Get a hit, kid. Keep the inning alive. Count 2-2, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third, Mustangs trail it 2-1. We'll be on both the radio and Facebook Live for Monday's Laurel Highlands Uniontown game. 6:45 Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show from Bailey Park. 7 o'clock first pitch. Should be a lot of fun over there on Monday for the Mustangs and the Red Raiders. 2-2 now to Janoski, swing and a miss, strike 3. And boy, has Cantini been big on the mound. He's recorded 9 outs in the game. 8 of the 9 have been via the strikeout. The only out that was not was Guest's ground ball that went right back to him. So he's actually factored in all 9 outs so far in this contest. So we've played now 2.5 innings. It's a 2-1 lead for the Ringgold Rams over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here on the Ciaparata Group High School Sports Day. Get the family care that's right for you with the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care. Uniontown Hospital provides not only emergency medical aid, they also offer a variety of primary care options and locations to meet your needs. Whether you're feeling under the weather or coming in for your next annual checkup, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care is ready to care for all of your routine medical needs. You can visit uniontownhospital.com for available locations and contact information. Our game coverage is also brought to you by Melinda Delarose, candidate for judge of the Fayette County Court of Common Pleas, an assistant district attorney, tough prosecutor, and trusted local attorney. Melinda Delarose is asking for your vote for judge. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. They have a great veterans breakfast coming up in the month of May as well. To check out more information, you can check out the Catholic War Veterans on Facebook. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, a great local organization. So now in the bottom of the third inning, Ringgold still up 2-1 over Laurel Highlands. Rams coming to the plate looking for an opportunity to extend that lead. They'll have Gianni Cantini, Hunter Mamie, and Mason Suss due up, hitters 2, 3, and 4. So Cantini to lead things off. He had an infield single and stole a base in his last plate appearance. Takes the first pitch here, low and outside for ball 1 from Paxton Petronis, who's starting his third inning of work on the mound for the Mustangs. Cantini, 6 foot, 190-pound senior, came into the game with a 2.05 average. 1-0 pitch here from Petronis. That one fouled off. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now Cantini back in the batter's box. Petronis is 1-1 coming his way, and Cantini well hit ball here to right. Getting under it is Kavanaugh. He'll make the catch for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Hunter Mamie, 5'11", 200-pound senior catcher. Came into the game with a 171 average and 5 RBIs. Hit into an odd double play. It actually was a foul ball, or a fly ball out to Patrick Kavanaugh in right. Cantini was running on the play. And after Kavanaugh made the catch, they're able to double off Cantini at second base. Get the 9-4 double play as that one fouled off there by Mamie. The count 0-1. Mustangs looking for an easy inning defensively, and we'll try to get the bats going again in the top half of the fourth. 0-1 pitch here to Hunter Mamie, low and in the dirt. Evens up the count at 1-1. Mustangs will have hitters 6, 7, and 8 due up in the top of the fourth inning. Noah Lyon, Tristan McCoy, and Patrick Kavanaugh. Count 1-1 here. Petronis to Mamie. That ball hit fair down the third base line. Not much Lyon could do about that one. Rounding first on his way to second as Mamie relay coming in, not in time, as Mamie slides into second safely. So Hunter Mamie double to left field. And the Rams have a runner in scoring position, up 2-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the third. And that'll bring up Mason Suss, who got on via in air and scored a run. Advanced his way around the bases on a couple of ball calls on Petronis. And now Brad Yeoman making a visit to the mound. Let's see if we'll have a pitching change here for the Mustangs. I think we will. Caleb Janoski making his way onto the field. Looks like that might be it for Petronas. Only going 2 1/3 here today. Now you'll have Janoski digging in. Umpire's coming over here. Looks like Noah Lyons actually going to pitch. And they're going to put Janoski at third base. Now Petronas will be out of the game. And I'll tell you about Noah Lyon in just a moment. Hillbilly John Marietta is ready to ride his way to becoming your next Fayette County Commissioner. He's firm on the Bill of Rights, our Constitution, faith and freedom, and standing up for Fayette County. Pennsylvania needs good leaders. Courage is contagious. On Tuesday, May 16th, vote for John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner. This message has been paid for by John Marietta for We the People. Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this year. Watson Mundorf is a premier regional law firm whose experience and expertise empower it not only to be an advocate for its clients, but also provide them with exceptional service to exceed expectations. With offices in Uniontown and Connellsville, they're local and here to serve you. You can phone 724-626-8882 for attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt at Watson Mundorf LLP. If your car sounds like it's saying trade me in, then it's time to, every time you start it up, then it's time to go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right. Your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. You can call or stop in today and see your hometown service at Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West, across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, trade me in. So we're still working here in the bottom of the third inning. The Ringgold Rams leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 2-1. Noah Lyon, the new Mustang pitcher, on in relief of Paxton Petronas. I'll give you some numbers on Lyon, the freshman, so far this year. This will be his 6th appearance on the mound. Has a 1-2 record, but an impressive 1.14 ERA. Has worked 12 1/3 innings, given up 9 hits, 6 runs, only 2 of them earned. Walked 7, but only struck out 2. And he'll come to the mound here facing Mason Suss with Hunter Mamie on second and 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning. And Lyons' first pitch misses there to Mason. And they count at 1-0. So Ringgold trying to add to their 2-1 lead. 1-0 pitch. Inside takes us to 2-0. Yesterday, Devin Kravosky for Laurel Highlands started the game. Actually had a no-hitter going into the 7th inning. Got broken up. The Rams scored 5 runs in that top of the 7th. Mustangs brought in relief yesterday, Tyler Sankovic. And so far today, it's Petronas and Lyon. Count now 2-1 here to Mason Suss, who sends a line drive in the gap to left center field. That one picked up by C.J. Gesk. Headed home on the play as the throw was cut off by Lyon. Fires down to second and out at second. There is Suss. So give Mason an RBI single. Out at second on the throw. Mamie scores on the play. Increases the Ringgold lead now to 3-1. Base is now empty. And Alex Colano coming to the plate. Colano singled back in the first inning. 6 foot 175 sophomore shortstop. Came into the game with a .233 average, has driven in 3 runs so far this season. Lyons' first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1 to Alex Colano. Now the 0-1 breaking ball fouled off by Alex. Takes the count to 0-2. Now the 0-2 on the way, called strike 3. So Noah Lyon coming into the game, striking out Colano to end the inning. Rams, though, pick up another run. Lead at 3-1 over Laurel Highlands after 3 here on the Seahawk Barada Group High School Sports Day. COVID still might be hanging with us. It's time to order your at-home COVID test at Peachin's Pharmacy. Peachin's Pharmacy here to help you. They offer free prescription delivery. Stop in and see Peachin's Pharmacy inside the Peachin Market in Connellsville. You can give them a call at 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600 for Peachin Pharmacy. You can also contact your local Allstate agent Russ Bleho for a free quote on home and car insurance near you, located on Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown. You can call Russ at 724-439-9700. Remember, you're in good hands with Russ Bleho and Allstate. You can be prepared for spring with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old air conditioning unit, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. So moving now to the top of the fourth, the Ringgold Rams a 3-1 lead over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Brian Morozak along with Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Frank Kula helping us out with our score hub from Ken Griffey Senior Field. And the Mustangs will have Noah Lyon leading off this top half of the fourth. Gianni Cantini starting his fourth inning of work. Lyon doubled last time up and swings the first pitch here and gets his second hit of the afternoon. Single into center field. So Lyon 2 for 2. And now Tristan McCoy coming to the plate. McCoy, one of 8 strikeout victims of Cantini so far today. They're going to have a courtesy runner. Blaze Krisner now will run for Lyon, the pitcher. Now Krisner to run. And you have McCoy, who came into the game with a 167 average, 5'11", 185-pound junior. Playing left field here today. And we'll show bunts. Cantini a clean look in. Pitch on the way. McCoy pulls back and the pitch is in there for a strike. And count 0-1. And the Mustangs down 3-1. Rams scoring 2 in the bottom of the first. Mustangs coming back with a run in the top of the second. Ringgold tacking on 1 on the bottom of the third. Now time call. McCoy back in the batter's box, shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch misses. Count even out 1-1. Things cooling off a little bit. Sun behind the clouds. And a little breezy here at Ken Griffey Senior Field. McCoy again shows bunt, pulls back. Pitch misses in. Oh, late called strike there. Takes us to 1-2. So now McCoy has to protect the plate. Nobody out as we work here in the top of the fourth. Quick throw over to first. Head first slide back safely there from Krisner, the courtesy runner. Next pitch to McCoy, fouled off on the right side. Right side very busy here at Ringgold High School. Count 1-2. Cantini to McCoy. Pitch on the way, breaking ball. And just foul tip there from Tristan to stay alive. Count remains 1-2. Tristan back in the batter's box. 1-2 pitch on the way. A little low and outside. Evens up the count at 2-2. And nobody out. Mustangs Down 2 with 3-1, top of the fourth inning. Cantini's 2-2 now to McCoy. Again, fouled back. Count remains 2-2. A lot of open space here at Ringgold. A throw over to first. Krisner back safely. Coach Sank down at first. Brad Yeoman coaching third. And the 2-2 here to McCoy. Swing and a miss, strike 3. It's now 9 strikeouts for Gianni Cantini. 9 of the 10 outs recorded in this game have been via the strikeout. So Cantini just mowing them down. And the lone Mustang run was scored after Noah Lyon doubled and got home on a balk call from Cantini. Now Patrick Cavanaugh at the plate. He'll square around a bunt and lay it down. Good bunt going right back to Cantini. Sacrifice successful. Goes 1-3. And you have the courtesy runner Krisner now in scoring position at second base, but now 2 outs here in the inning with Sevi Vecchiola coming to the plate. Let's see if Sevi can drive in Krisner. So Sevi set to go. First pitch from Cantini. A little high for ball 1. Now Cantini sent with a 1-0 here to Sevi Vecchiola. Came in the game with a 3.08 average. Pitched off the plate. Vecchiola, like a Lion, only a freshman, has driven in a pair of runs so far this season. Count 2-0 with first base open. Top of the order, and Tyler Sankovic 2 up behind Sevi in the Mustang batting order. 2-0 pitch, high and in tight. Takes it to 3-0. So you'd love to get Sank up here with 2 men on base. Count now 3-0. Cantini's pitch on the way. Called strike. 3-1 now to Vecchiola. And we're here in the top of the fourth. Count 3-1. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Will take us full to 3-2. Rams trying to get out of this inning with no damage being done. Payoff pitch now, Cantini to Vecchiola. It's again time called. Sevi back in the batter's box. Payoff pitch on the way, high and outside for ball 4. And Vecchiola has first. And now you have 2 on, 2 outs in the top of the order. Due up here for the Mustangs and Tyler Sankovic. Sankovic on base safely in both plate appearances. Walked back in the first inning. Infield single and stole a base in the third. You'll have another to be a courtesy runner for the catcher as Connor D'Amico. D'Amico to run here for Vecchiola. So 2 courtesy runners on the base paths. Krisner down at second. D'Amico at first. Sankovic, the lefty, at the plate. Facing the righty Cantini. First pitch to Sank. And therefore a strike, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Breaking ball off the plate. Evens up the count at 1-1. Mustangs down 3-1. Trying to get the bats going. Now Ringgold getting their bullpen going a little bit as well. With Cantini struggling a little bit here in the 4th inning. Been pretty sharp most of the way, and Sankovic fouling that one off. Takes the count now to 1-2. Sank will talk to head coach Brad Yeoman quickly. A couple of Rams throwing over there. Eddie Frizzell and Keith Willis. Check that, Kevin Willis. Loosening up if needed. Now Sank back in the batter's box, count at 1-2. And top of the fourth inning. 1-2 pitch on the way. Sank hits it on the ground and a little snag there. Race to the third base bag. And the tag out made Banaszak on Krisner to end the inning on a fielder's choice, 5 unassisted. So we've played 3.5. Go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 3-1. Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here on the C. Harperata Group High School Sports Day. South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon knows there's nothing more exciting than high school sports. He also knows the athletes have worked hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Rick Vernon salutes all the young contestants in their efforts. Good luck and may the best team prevail. From South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, running for re-election in the May 16th primary. Republicans can write in Rick Vernon for South Union Township Supervisor. Quality care doesn't have to be hard to find. NovaCare Rehabilitation has locations in Uniontown and Masontown and is accessible for all of your recovery needs. Same-day appointments and no referrals needed means making an appointment is an easy process. Don't miss the opportunity to personalize your care with NovaCare. Again, offices in both Uniontown and Masontown. M&R Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family. They've been helping students get to school safely in the Fayette County area for more than 3 years. For additional information, you can phone 724-439-3164 for M&R Transit, wishing the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our local teams the best of luck this season. Now the bottom of the fourth inning, still 3-1, Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. First pitch swinging and hitting on the right side. Cool, a little juggle, can't come up with it. And a well-hit ball there in the gap will give Andrew Mackey an infield single. Would have been a tough play there for Kula, even if he came down with it cleanly. And Mackey leads off the fourth with a hit here for the Rams. And they're in business, already up 3-1. See if Banaszak now plays a little small ball. You have Noah Lyon on in relief of Paxton Petronas. Banaszak showing bunt. They said he did square around, so the count 0-1. Now on the Ringgold side, Remington Lessman loosening up on the mound. Lyon throw over to first, head first, slide back safely there from Mackey. Things cooling off a little bit. Put the hat on in between innings. Being follically challenged. And Banaszak scoring around, pulls back. Pitch missed a low. Blocked there by the Mustang catcher Vecchiola. And Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Frank Kula helping us out with our Score Hub. High school baseball here on the WMBS Facebook page and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. A little close play there at first. Getting Mackey back safely. The Mustangs showing a lot of confidence in the young guys. In fact, your battery right now, 2 freshmen. Lyon and Vecchiola. Again, squaring around, pulling back. Banaszak, pitch was inside. Takes the count now to 2-1. Very rarely do you see a freshman battery operate here in the high school game. What you're seeing right now. 2-1 on the way. Again, sent foul there from Banaszak. Count now 2-2. And next week for the Mustangs and the Rams, the final week of the regular season. Some conferences will still play regular season conference series games on May 8th and 9th. The Mustangs and the Rams will not. There's only having 6 teams in the conference this year. Playoffs won't start until the week of May 15th. So for teams like Laurel Highlands and Ringgold, if they qualify, we'll have a little downtime from the end of the conference season when the playoffs get underway. Big cut there. Swing and a miss. Banaszak goes down. Second strikeout for Lions since he's came on in relief of Petronas. And one away here in the bottom of the 4th inning with Ringgold still leading Laurel Highlands 3-1. The Mustangs already do have 2 games scheduled the week of May 8th. They'll host Brownsville for their Senior Day game on May 8th and travel to Upper St. Clair in what could be a pretty good game at the Boyce Mayview Complex on May 9th. And good to stay busy that week and stay sharp for the WPIAL playoffs. They can get in. But right now they have to worry about the Ringgold Rams. They trail 3-1. And again, Laurel Highlands will have a tough series next week with a very scrappy Uniontown team. And again, by all indications, I think you're safe getting in if you get to 5 wins. Mustangs sitting on 4 right now. You know, find a way to get one either here today or next week against Uniontown, is lying way inside there on the delivery. And that's actually a pinch hitter. Spencer Barron hitting in Lessman's spot, who's warming up. So Barron likely might be on the mound to start the next half inning for the Rams. So again, you can sub Lessman back into the game, but that would be it for Barron, who's at the plate right now and takes a strike to even up the count at 1-1. Get you some numbers on Barron so far this season. In fact, 5 plate appearances, 0 for 4. Has driven in 1 run, so has seen limited action at the plate. He's saying he was hit there. Home plate umpire, I think, is going to talk to the base umpire about it. See if he saw it the same way. Barron saying it clipped him. See if they award him first, and they will. If it didn't clip him, it was good acting, and he bought himself first. If it did hit him, then obviously the right call by the home plate umpire and the base umpire. Good job for those 2 guys getting together and making the right call. Now you have Ashton Ray at the plate. So Barron, who came in as a pinch hitter, gets first, getting hit by Lyon. You have 1 out here in the inning. 2 on for the Rams. They're already up 3-1 as Ray takes the first pitch for ball 1. I would expect you will see Lessman on the mound for the Rams to start the top half of the 5th. Now Ray steps off. I don't think you would have pinch hit for him in that situation to allow him to get ready with some warm-up tosses if you weren't going to use them. Pitch off the plate from Lyon. The Mustangs in a tough spot right now. You're down 2 runs already. Rams with 2 on and 1 out. Getting a little deeper into this game, bottom of the 4th inning. Let a lead slip away from you yesterday, and that pitch in there for a strike from Lyon to Ray. And you need a bounce back. And again, a Rams win here today would be a series sweep. Give them the tiebreaker over the Mustangs if the 2 teams would finish tied in the conference standings. You hope if you're Laurel Highlands, that's not for the final playoff spot. Now the 3-1 on the way. Lessman laid off, or check that, Ray laid off. The pitch from Lyon in there for a strike. Now 3-2 to Ashton Ray. Now Lyons payoff pitch here to Ashton. Called strike 3. Big pitch from Noah Lyon. Boy, did Laurel Highlands need that. 3rd strikeout of the game for Noah Lyon, and the 6th for Mustang pitchers. Now the top of the order for Ringgold, Lorenzo Glasser coming to the plate. 3rd plate appearance of the game for Glasser. He's 1 for 2. Singleton scored a run in the first, struck out in the third inning. Check out in the second inning to end this second. And a foul ball there, scampering in between a couple of fans on the right side. Count 0-1. Glasser came in with a .238 average and 5 runs driven in. A 1 pitch. Glasser, well hit ball here. Charging is Kavanaugh, diving, and he came up with it. No, he dropped it. Kavanaugh had it at first, and now you have O'Brien with it. They have a runner in a rundown, but a run already came across. They make the tag out there of Glasser, but they got another run across as Mackey scored on the play. That'll increase the lead to 4-1. And he had Kavanaugh had to make a diving attempt at it out and right, couldn't come up with it, so we'll give Glasser a single. Out at second on the throw-in. Ends the inning, and after 4, it's now a 4-1 lead for Ringgold over Laurel Highlands here on the C.R. Parada Group High School Sports Day. Your health is the most important thing to you, and it's important to find the right physical therapy clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located on Route 40 on Pedro Drive west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help you ease the stress. Tyler Gasek has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment with Movement Physiotherapy, give them a call at 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com. Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coating, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. They're conveniently located at 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Best of luck to all of our local teams from Uniontown Detailing. Of course, the Sprouse Insurance Group in Uniontown, here to serve all of your insurance needs. Give the Sprouse Insurance Group a call at 724-437-9812 or go to SprouseInsurance.com. Sprouse Insurance Group ready to help you. Our game coverage also brought to you by the C. Harper Auto Group, the best price every time, all the time. The C. Harper Auto Group. Moving out to the top of the 5th, Ringgold up 4-1 over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs with hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up. C.J. Gesk, Frank Cool, and Braden O'Brien. Looking for some runs, now down 3. Gesk to lead things off. He's 0 for 2 today. He'll show bunts, pull back, and the pitch misses for ball 1. And Cantini still on the mound for Ringgold. He thought they might make the change there to Lessman, who had an extended warm-up duties in the bullpen for the Rams, and another pitch in there for a strike. Check that was the first one, and his Gesk pulled back on the opening delivery, so they count even at 1-1. But Lessman took quite a few warm-up tosses, but Cantini's still on the mound. Now 1-1 count here to CJ. Breaking ball, a little low and outside, takes the count to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Cantini to Gesk, and CJ hits it high in the air to right. Backing up and off to his right to make the catch is Andrew Mackey for the first out of this top half of the 5th. That'll bring up Frank Kula. Frank, again, has been hot and have to think he's due after a couple of strikeouts here early on in this game. 5'11", 175 senior, batting .412 with 2 homers and 15 runs batted in. Bases empty, 1 out here in the inning. Kula showing bunt, pulls back. Pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Frank, not the Mustang you would expect to bunt in this spot, down 3. With his power at the plate, 0-1. Big time cut there from Frank, takes the count to 0-2. And Cantini, extremely impressive on the mound. 9 strikeouts in this game. 0-2 now to Kula, and that was a one-hopper. Just might have got away from the hand of Cantini. Takes the count to 1-2. Don D'Amico checking in on our live stream. Hello, Don. Thanks for watching. You're right, the Mustangs do need this win. Now the 1-2 to Kula, another breaking ball off the plate from Cantini. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now the 2-2, Cantini to Kula. Frank fouls it off on the left side. Count remains 2-2. Get our next broadcast of high school baseball come your way on Monday, both on the radio and on Facebook. Laurel Highlands at Uniontown from Bailey Park, 7 o'clock start, 6:45. Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, 2-2 on the way, and Kula fouls off another one. Count remains even at 2-2. Another 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate, takes us full to 3-2. Cantini to Kula. And bases empty, one out, top of the fifth. Rams lead the Mustangs 4-1. Payoff pitch now to Kula. That's a called strike 3. Kula started walking to first. Home plate umpire didn't see it the same way. 10 strikeouts now for Cantini. And 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the fifth. With Braden O'Brien coming to the plate. O'Brien's been on base in both plate appearances. Hit by a pitch in the first, walked in the third. Squaring around to show bunts, pulls back. Pitch missed, 1-0. It's interesting, all 3 Mustangs that have come to the plate here in the fifth have, on the opening at-bat attempt, squared around to bunt. O'Brien doing the same. Takes another one here to even up the count at 1-1. Not sure what the deal is with that. O'Brien back in the batter's box, calls time. Cantini has done a nice job here so far in the fifth. Finds the strike zone there to take the count to 1-2 now to O'Brien, looking for his 11th strikeout of the game. Now the 1-2 to Braden O'Brien is low from Cantini. And the initial schedule was set this season. The Mustangs and Rams were scheduled to play here at Ringgold yesterday and at Laurel Highlands today. That got flip-flopped last week. 2-2 pitch on the way. A little low and off the plate. Takes the count full to 3-2. Now the payoff pitch, Cantini to O'Brien. Mustangs trying to get something out of this. Top half of the fifth inning, down 4-1. And O'Brien, a well-hit ball here to center field on a line, but right at Zane Mahoney for the third out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 inning. In fact, the first 1-2-3 inning that Cantini's recorded today. So the Mustangs retired in order. We'll go to the bottom of the fifth still. Ringgold 4, Laurel Highlands 1 here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people, not insurance companies. Their lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, give them a call at 724-437-2799 for Davis & Davis. Jimmy John's on Walnut Hill Plaza in Uniontown. A proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, they're one of our video stream sponsors today, along with Ford of Uniontown. Stop by Jimmy John's to fuel up before or after the game. UPMC Centers Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains, and strange joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call or stop in with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. 724-437-7500 for UPMC's Centers for Rehab Services. So moving now to the bottom of the fifth inning. Noah Lyons still on the hill here for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs, who trail at 4-1. Ringgold looking for more here in the bottom of the fifth. They'll have hitters 2, 3, and 4 due up. Cantini, Mamie, and Mason Suss. Brian Morozak along with you. Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Frank Kula helping us out with our score hub this afternoon. as the Mustangs and the Rams conclude this two-game series. And Gianni Cantini now set to go. He's 1 for 2 today. Infield single, stole a base in the first. Flew out to Patrick Cavanaugh in right field in the third and takes the first pitch here from Noah Lyon for ball 1. Now the 1-0 on the way. Swing and a miss there from Cantini. Evens up the count at 1-1. Now the 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes now on Gianni Cantini. Mustangs trying to get the job done defensively here in the bottom half of the 5th and keep the margin at 3 right now. Mustangs will have hitters 5, 6, and 7 due up in the top half of the 6th. Count out 2-1 from Lyon to Cantini. Noah winds and fires the 2-1 on the way. Cantini, big cut. Came up empty, and in fact, that was a 2-2 pitch, so Cantini goes down, swinging at strike 3, and Lions come in and picked up 4 strikeouts for the Mustangs, including an out there. To start this bottom half of the 5th now with Hunter Mamie coming to the plate. Mamie 1 for 2 today, hit into a double play back in the first inning, double to left field, and scored a run in the third. Righty versus righty matchup. First pitch taken there from Mamie for a strike, 0-1. Lyon, the freshman, stepping off. Be no pitch called there. So Lyon hesitated. That might have been a balk if he had somebody on the base paths. 0-1 on the way. A miss is low, evens up the count at 1-1. And the Rams got things started. 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Mustangs are running the top of the second. Ringgold tacking on runs in the third and fourth innings here today. When fouled off by Hunter Mamie, takes the count to 1-2. Now the 1-2. Mamie popping this one up on the right side. It'll be Cavanaugh coming in from right field to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 up, 2 down, and now Mason Suss coming to the plate. Mason got on via an error and scored a run in the first inning. Had an RBI single in the third. Mustangs looking for a 1-2-3 inning. They have not had one so far in this game. First pitch here to Mason. First pitch swinging, popped up. Braden O'Brien in foul territory makes the catch. We do get a 1-2-3. Bottom half of the 5th inning, so through 5. It's the Ringgold Rams leading the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 4-1 here on the Seahawk Brada Group High School Sports Day. Mamaruca's Pizza Shop, located at 64 Barton Mill Road in Uniontown, your prime place to enjoy local high school sports. Mamaruca's family-owned and operated, where pride of ownership certainly shows. The Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizzas, salads, subs, and wings. Mamaruca's open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Phone 724-438-9066 or visit mamarucaspizza.com for their menu. Looking for the highest quality products for the lowest prices? Shop and save in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Take advantage and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and Save, located at 150 Walnut Hill Road. They're open from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Come on down and get your shopping on at Shop and Save in Uniontown. Our game coverage also brought to you by the Radcliffe Law Firm, located on Morgantown Road in Uniontown. Proud supporters of local high school sports, the Radcliffe Law Firm. So the Mustangs finding themselves down 3, top of the 6th inning. And it will be Caleb Janoski for the second straight inning, leading things off as the Mustangs' designated hitter. Shane Layton got the start as the DH today, struck out in the first. Janoski came in and batted in the third. He also struck out. Now we'll lead off this top half of the 6th inning. The Mustangs down 4-1. And the Mustangs' only run scored in this game was by Noah Lyon after he doubled to start the 2nd inning. And a balk brought him around to score after stealing 3rd. Let's see what Janoski can do here for the Mustangs. First pitch is high for ball 1, and we do have a new pitcher. Remington Lessman. Talked about Lessman earlier. Now on in relief of Gianni Cantini. I think they've switched positions now with Cantini playing first and Lessman pitching. Ground ball here from Janoski down to 3rd. Making the play there, Banaszak over to Cantini to retire Janoski 5-3 for the first out of this top half of the 6th inning. And Cantini going 5 with 10 strikeouts for Ringgold here today. And now Noah Lyon at the plate. He's 2 for 2. Doubled in the 2nd against score the Mustangs. Lone run singled in the 4th, and first pitch swinging here sends it foul on the right side, and the count 0-1. Get you some numbers on Lessman as well so far this season. Again, coming on in relief to start the 6th inning of Gianni Cantini. Finds the strike zone there to Noah Lyon, and quickly the freshman Lyon behind 0-2. Lessman, a Ringgold senior. Focused here on the 0-2 to Noah Lyon. Breaking ball, and Lyon stays alive. Fouling it off. And so far for Lessman on the mound this season, this is his 6th appearance. 1-1 record, 1.58 ERA. 0-2 here to Lyon, hit on the ground to 2nd. Glasser is there, throw over to first in time to retire Lyon 4-3. It's actually Ashton Ray playing first, not Cantini. And Blaze Krisner now will bat in place of Tristan McCoy. So Krisner batting here for the Mustangs. Just his 5th plate appearance of the season, looking for his first hits. Takes the first pitch here for a strike. This juncture of the game, you haven't got much out of the guys you started. In fact, the last 5 Mustangs, check that, last 6 Mustangs have been retired in order in this game. 0-1 here to Krisner. Takes a breaking ball for strike 2. So the Rams try to retire the side here for the 2nd straight inning. Put the Mustangs down to their final 3 outs in this game. 0-2 pitch now to Krisner. Another breaking ball hit high in the air to shallow center field. Working off to his left and making the catch is Zane Mahoney for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Mustangs retired in order. Ringgold will look for some insurance now in the bottom of the 6th. Up 4-1 over the Laurel Highlands Mustangs here on the CR Parada Group High School Sports Day. When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Ted Sova and Son offers complete collision coverage, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repair, and glass installation. They're a proud supporter of Laurel Highlands Mustang baseball. You can give them a call at 724-437-2351. That's 724-437-2351 for Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair. Good time, good food. It's all at Potter's Bar and Grill, Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Family owned and operated. Potter's has been a staple in the Uniontown community since 1950. Get out of the house and make your next stop out at Potter's Bar and Grill. Give them a call at 724-438-9835 or visit Potter's on Facebook, and we'll see you at Potter's. Get the family care that's right for you at the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care. Uniontown Hospital provides not only emergency medical aid, they offer a variety of primary care options and locations to fit your needs. Whether you're feeling under the weather or coming in for your next annual checkup, the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital Primary Care is ready to care for all of your routine medical needs. Please visit uniontownhospital.com for available locations and contact information. So for the Ringgold Rams, they'll have Alex Colano, Andrew Mackey, and Brad Banaszak due up here in the home side of the sixth. The Mustangs did retire the Rams in order in the bottom of the fifth, sending down Gianni Cantini, Hunter Mamie, and Mason Suss. As Noah Lyons looked pretty good in relief here of Paxton Petronas. And Alex Colano to lead things off. First pitch swinging, sends it into center field. C.J. Gesk on his horse makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Wasn't an easy play there for C.J., but got the job done in center field. And Colano retired and one out here in the bottom of the sixth. Now Andrew Mackey coming to the plate. Andrew 1 for 2 today. Grounded out 6-3 back in the first. Infield single, scored a run in the fourth. Bats from the left side here against the righty Noah Lyons. Check swing foul. Actually went off the electrical pole here into the back of the dugout. Try to do that twice. 0-1, Lyon to Mackey. 0-1 pitch, misses low, evens up the count at 1-1. Mackey came into the game with a .250 average, 3 RBI, senior right fielder. Now Lions 1-1 to Mackey. Mackey hits it on the ground, right up the middle. Kula, tough play in the hole. Throw over to first and went in and out of O'Brien's glove. Would have been a close play over at first. It was there. Kula, good job there in the hole. How you scoring that one, Frank? E3? You think it's a hit? Infield single. I'm going to say Mackey would have beat it out. All right, the courtesy runner down there. Actually, would have been a pinch runner for Mackey. I'm going to get a number on that. It's going to be 20, and that's Kevin Willis. Or Kevin Wills, excuse me. No, Willis. I'm right the first time. Kevin Willis. And you have a pinch hitter here for Banaszak, too. Throw over to first. Eddie Frizzell to bat here for Banaszak, who had struck out twice in this game. And Frizzell batting .179 with an RBI. Getting an opportunity here at the plate. And one out here in the inning. Check of the runner over at first. Head first slide back safely there from Willis. And you go back to yesterday. Ringgold entered the seventh inning down 3. That one got away from the Mustang catcher, Sevi Vecchiola, and that allows Willis to get down to second. And the Mustangs were no-hitting Ringgold. Great job from Devin Kravosky on the mound through 6 yesterday. Mustangs up 3-0. Ringgold scored 5 runs in the top of the 7th for a come-from-behind 5-3 win. So it can happen. Mustang fans have hope. Tough spot here on the road and a well-hit ball here deep to left. Look out, back to the wall and making the catch, Tristan McCoy. With the relay coming in. Eddie Frizzell sending that ball on a ride on the left side. Now 2 away here in the inning. You know, Remington Lessman batting in his normal spot. Walked back in the 2nd inning. Spencer Barron batted in that spot in the 4th. And now Lessman back at the plate. I'll take that pitch low for ball 1. And the Mustangs will be down to their final 3 outs, and they'll have Kavanaugh, Vecchiola, and Sankovic. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up in the top half of the 7th, trying to extend this game. Throw back to second. And back safely is Willis. Right now, if you're lying, you just worry about Lessman here and just get out of the inning. Pitch there a little inside, almost hit Remington. Had 2 outs here in the inning and just trying to give yourself a chance in the 7th. A 1-0 pitch to Lessman. This one on a line right to Frank Kulu, who makes the catch to end the inning. So no damage done. Rams strand 1, and it's 4-1 Ringgold over Laurel Highlands. Mustangs down to their final 3 outs here on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Day. Our game coverage brought to you by Melinda Delarose, candidate for judge of the Fayette County Court of Common Pleas and assistant district attorney, tough prosecutor, and trusted local attorney. Melinda Delarose is asking for your vote for judge. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood, a proud supporter of local high school sports. In fact, their annual charity golf outing has contributed dozens of scholarships to Fayette County students. Check out the Catholic War Veterans on Facebook for information on their Veterans Breakfast in the month of May. The Catholic War Veterans, Post 1669 in Hopwood. Hillbilly John Marietta ready to ride his way into becoming your next Fayette County Commissioner. He's firm on the Bill of Rights, our Constitution, faith and freedom, and standing up for Fayette County. Pennsylvania needs good leaders. Courage is contagious. On Tuesday, May 16th, vote for John Marietta for Fayette County Commissioner. This message is paid for by John Marietta for We the People. Attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP wish the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and all of our teams the best of luck this season. The phone, Watson Mundorf LLP, and attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Witt. Give them a call at 724-626-8882. Also like to thank Ford of Uniontown, one of our video stream sponsors today, along with Jimmy John's, Peachin's Pharmacy, Allstate agent Russ Blaho, First Federal Savings Loan Association of Greene County, NovaCare Rehabilitation, and South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. In fact, our post-game show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. So for Laurel Highlands, Patrick Kavanaugh lead off the top of the 7th. Last chance here for the Mustangs, and Patrick takes the first pitch for ball 1. Remington Lessman starting his 2nd inning of work on the mound here for the Ringgold Rams. Mustangs need 3 here in the top of the 7th to extend this game. 1-0 pitch now to Kavanaugh, low and outside. Takes the count now to 2-0. Mustangs is looking for base runners right now. 2-0 pitch on the way. Kavanaugh takes it for a strike. Moves the count to 2-1. Patrick digging back in. Lessman's 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball just missing. Takes the count to 3-1. Kavanaugh struck out in the 2nd inning. Sacrificed in the 4th. 3-1 pitch here from Lessman. Called strike. Or just on the corner. It was close. Kavanaugh thought he had ball 4. Now the payoff pitch. Lessman to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh choking up on the bat. Payoff pitch on the way. Patrick fouls it off. Count remains full at 3-2. Great vantage point, though, for a game here at Ringgold High School, right behind home plate. Camera up on a little mound. I think another warning here to the Ringgold dugout. Just a loose baseball. So 3-2 again. Lessman to Kavanaugh. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Kavanaugh chops it foul on the left side, and we'll do 3-2 again. Our 2nd straight Tuesday here at Ringgold. Ken Griffey Senior Field. We were here for the Red Raiders and the Rams last week. Payoff pitch again. Remington to Patrick, and Kavanaugh swings and misses, strike 3. And 1 away here in the top of the 7th. And another pinch hitter for Laurel Highlands. Devin Korvoski, who pitched yesterday, getting an opportunity here at the plate. Korvoski, .222 average with an RBI so far this season for the Mustangs, batting in place of the freshman Vecchiola. The Mustangs looking for a hot bat. Korvoski from the left side. First pitch from Lessman. Called strike, 0-1. And Korvoski had a no-hitter through 6 on the mound yesterday. 0-1, Lessman to Korvoski. On a low and inside, almost clipping Devin. With a loss here today, if the Mustangs don't rally back, it's going to set up a dicey series next week with Uniontown. Again, Bailey Park Monday, Laurel Highlands High School on Tuesday. Korvoski fouling that one on the left side. 7 o'clock scheduled start, weather permitting on Monday, 4 o'clock start on Tuesday. Be on both the radio side and on Facebook Live on Monday nights. May Day, May the 1st already. 1-2 pitch on the way to Korvoski, swing and a miss, strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts here from Lessman in the top half of the 7th, and now the Mustangs down 3, also down to their final outs, and Tyler Sankovic. The 4th plate appearance of the game for Sankovic from the top of the Mustangs batting order. Walked in the 1st, infield single in the 3rd, hit into a fielder's choice in the 4th. First pitch to Sank here, inside for ball 1. And now the 1-0 on the way. Breaking ball inside again. You find a way to get Sank on here. At least give yourself a chance with the meat of the Mustang batting order coming to the plate behind him. Gesk due up next, and then Frank Kula. 2-0 pitch. Another miss from Lessman, now 3-0. Surprised Remington just not throwing strikes in this situation. Up 3 runs at 4-1. 2 outs in the inning, bases empty. And 3 straight balls here to Tyler Sankovic. 3-0 pitch on the way, and that one, a called strike, takes us to 3-1. See if Sank can rip one here for the Mustangs. Haven't had that many well-hit balls on the Laurel Highlands side today. 3-1 on the way, and Sank fouling that one off. Good cut, takes us to 3-2. Mustangs now down to their final strike. Three and 2. Lessman to Sankovic, stays alive again with another foul ball. Off the fence post. Be a huge sweep for Ringgold. Laurel Highlands have to think prohibitive favorites going into the series this week. Now the 3-2 again. Lessman to Sankovic. Breaking ball high for ball 4. And a little life here for the Mustangs. In the game tying run now in the on-deck circle. Gesk at the plate. Now C.J. Gesk, who's 0 for 3 today, had a well-hit ball that was caught by Andrew Mackey out in right last time up. Lessman's first pitch here to Gesk, called strike. And Remington, again, doesn't have to worry too much about Sankovic right now at first. His run doesn't matter. Just recording an out here on Gesk at the plate that does. 0-1 pitch here to CJ. That ball going opposite field right and through. And the Mustangs now runners on first and second with Frank Kula coming to the plate. Again, Frank, a pair of home runs this season. He's 0 for 3 today. But we'd certainly have to think he's due in this spot. And you go back to yesterday. The Mustangs found themselves up 3 going to the top of the 7th. It slipped away. Now the Mustangs down 3 going to the top of the 7th. They have 2 runners on. Frank Kula at the plate. First pitch here to Frank. Misses high for ball 1. A 1-0 now to Frank Kula. From the stretch now, Lessman. 1-0 on the way, high and in tight, takes us to 2-0. If you walk Kula, you have Braden O'Brien due up next. And now you have the infield coming in here and the coaching staff coming out here for the Rams. And this one looked routine. You had Lessman with back-to-back strikeouts of Kavanaugh and Vecchiola. And then walk Sankovic, Gesk with a single. And now you have Kula, who's been the Mustangs' top hitter this season at the plate. And suddenly you're in a tough spot. Count 2-0. I have to think Kula might be getting a strike here. Watch for a big rip. Lessman, long look in. 2-0 pitch to Kula. Called strike right at the knees. Takes us to 2-1. Lessman, another long look in. Mustangs trying to come from behind. 2-1 here to Kula. A little high and in tight. 3-1 now. Braden O'Brien, who's due up next, has been on base in 2 of 3 plate appearances in this game. Was hit by a pitch and walked. Mustangs hope they get to him again. Now Lessman's 3-1 here to Frank Kula. Called strike. After a breaking ball, takes us 4-3-2. Kula already dropped the bat. He thought it was ball 4. We've had some delayed strike calls from the home plate umpire here this afternoon. Well, this is it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for the Mustangs. See if they can keep the game alive. Lessman winds and fires, runners in motion, called strike 3, and that'll do it. Kula strikes out looking to end the game. And the Ringgold Rams sweep the series with the Laurel Highlands Mustangs winning 4-1 here today. Our postgame show being brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. The Rams picking up 2 runs in the bottom of the first, tacking on runs in the bottom of the third and bottom of the 4th inning. Mustangs getting their lone run in the top of the 2nd. And you credit the pitching staff of Gianni Cantini and Remington Lessman. Did a great job on the mound. And the Ringgold Rams knock off the Laurel Highlands Mustangs by a score of 4-1. The loss drops the Mustangs to 4-8 overall and 4-4 in conference play. Ringgold improves to 6-8 overall, and they tie the Mustangs at 4-4 in the conference. But again, they have the tiebreaker over Laurel Highlands after the win. Again, our next broadcast comes early on Monday. Laurel Highlands at Uniontown on the air with our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show at 6:45. Opening pitch set for 7 o'clock. Thanks to Matt Sapienza behind the camera. Frank Kula for helping us out with our score hub here today. This is Brian Morozek saying have yourselves a pleasant good evening. Again, your final score, the Ringgold Rams 4 and the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 1. So long, everybody, from Ken Griffey Senior Field. Thanks, guys, for all your help.
Of course.